Hi, Tommy here with Overcome Everything in the List Building Club. Today I'm talking to you about email marketing and some more tips and tricks that can make you a successful email marketer. I want to tell you a little bit about something called spam. Surely you've heard of the word. The Spam Act was something put in place and enforced by the Federal Trade Commission that keeps emailers legal and legit. In other words, it keeps you from getting a bunch of stuff in your email box that you don't really want as far as people trying to sell you stuff. It also originally was designed to keep pornography out of your inbox, which most people really don't want to see anyway. So let me tell you a little bit about what spam does and how it can affect your business. In other words, if you're an email marketer or you want to be an email marketer, then you have to follow certain rules. And if you don't follow those rules, there's some strict consequences and penalties you might have to pay. How much? Well, how about $16,000 per email for an unsolicited marketing email you send to someone without their permission? You don't want to mess with that. Now, if someone complains about you, and because you're sending them emails and they've asked you to stop and you still don't stop, then the FTC has the responsibility to investigate that complaint, and suddenly you find yourself in an FTC investigation. You don't really want that. Let me give you a scenario here. Say you've started a business and you've got some products and you decide you want to go online and try your luck at internet marketing. So things start working well for you. You've got an internet marketing email campaign going on. There's people responding. There are a lot of people buying stuff, and all of a sudden you're making a lot of money online, and it's great. Well, then one day somebody that you've sent an email to gets upset with you for whatever reason. You know, maybe the product they got was bad, or they didn't get a phone call back from you when they tried to contact you, or they tried to call and kept getting a recording, no human would ever answer the phone. Well, that's common because, you know, you get flooded with a lot of phone calls from people wanting help, and you just don't have the time to answer them all. Could be thousands of people trying to get in touch with you, and it's physically impossible for you to return phone calls like that. But for whatever reason, this person is just not happy. So they fire off a letter to the FTC or call the spam hotline, make a complaint about you. And then you find yourself in some situation where the guys are knocking on your door with the black jackets and sunglasses wanting to know what you're doing here. And if something happens and you're not following all the rules, you could be found guilty and pay a hefty fine. Well, what can they do? Well, they can take all the money that you've ever made online and anything that you've ever bought with it. That's a terrible scenario, and you don't want to find yourself in that. Is that scary? Sure it is. Well, how can you protect yourself from that? Well, fortunately, it's pretty simple. There are some simple rules you have to follow. Number one, you don't send anybody any unsolicited email. There's something called an opt-in form that someone will have to sign up for your emails. And the way you do that is you send them a regular email, you know, talking about some subject just like I am now, and then you give them the option to sign up for a free newsletter or a free video or something that you're not selling at all. And then when they go and check out that video, they'll actually be signing in or opting in to your list. That way you can legally send them the emails. And that's one of the biggies right there. That's most important in getting permission from someone, and that's generally the rule that gets broken the most in online internet marketing. If you want to find out more about how all this works and how you can protect yourself from the spam laws and stay in compliance with the U.S. government and not get in any trouble and be able to keep all the profits you make, I want to give you a web address where you can go check out a free video that explains a complete business system, email-based, where you can make a lot of money and not have to worry about spam and breaking the laws. That web address is www.listbuilding.com/legal email. That's listbuilding.com/legal email. Thanks for stopping by. We'll see you next time. I'm Tommy with Overcome Everything.